Welcome to Soul and Love Stories, where love is as sweet as a donut and as warm as a latte. Today I'm sharing a super goofy, super cute tale. From mistaking a delivery ride to stealing a heart, with a $5 donut as the witness and an off-key Sweet Caroline as the soundtrack. Clumsy Emma and cool James will have you laughing your head off, then swooning over every hand brush and glance atop Apex Tower. Do you believe love can spark from a mix-up? If you're hooked on this funny yet sweet vibe, smash that like button hard, hit subscribe to Soul and Love Stories so you don't miss a single love tale, and drop a comment right now. What city are you watching from? New Haven, Hanoi, Saigon, or anywhere else? Let me know. Don't leave me hanging like James waiting for Emma's donut delivery, or Emma waiting for James to sing on pitch. Interact now so Soul and Low. These stories knows you're just as crazy about these donut-filled love stories as I am. Emma Carter wasn't just late, she was late in a breaking news disaster kind of way, the type that had warrant a full-on TV special. Just this morning, she'd snagged a VIP delivery order through the app. But as she was about to dash out of her rundown New Haven apartment, her beat-up phone buzzed, beep, and went dead, battery gone. "Oh God, don't do me like this," she groaned, shoving it into her hoodie pocket and raising a tattered umbrella against the relentless spring rain. Water dripped steadily onto her worn sneakers, her heart pounding like she was fleeing a zombie horde. Right then, a sleek black SUV pulled up curbside, identical to the delivery rides she'd seen on the app. "My savior's here," she yelled, leaping in like a superhero, one hand clutching her umbrella, the other gripping her delivery bag tight. A small pouch slipped from her grasp and hit the floor with a thud, but she was too busy barking, "Drive, man, hurry!" "This is for a VIP at Apex Tower. If I'm late, I'm done for. They're super strict, the sue me for a second late type." She slumped into the plush leather seat, her wet umbrella turning the carpet into a war zone, not bothering to glance at the driver. James Harrison, chairman of Apex Industries, the cold, revered big shot of New Haven, sat there, clutching a coffee cup that nearly spilled from her sudden lunge. His phone buzzed with a call from his assistant, but he silenced it instantly, muttering, "Not now." He glanced at the fallen pouch, a red envelope peeking out, and quickly tucked it back, thinking, "Who is this girl who dares?" A flicker of amusement crossed his eyes, but Emma rambled on. "Thought today was the apocalypse. Good thing you showed up." "No sorry excuses," she cut in before he could speak. "New Haven roads are a traffic nightmare. Rain's pouring buckets. But go straight, then left at Joe's Donuts. Oh, those donuts are $5 each. I bought one once and felt like a total broke loser." She flailed her arms, accidentally hitting the radio. "Sweet Caroline" blared loud. "Oh, Sweet Caroline," Emma sang along, her voice horrendously off-key, then jolted, turning to James. He let out a small, unexpected chuckle, the first in a month, coughing quickly to hide it, thinking, she just broke through my silence. How odd. Hands still on the wheel, he blinked, barely processing her performance. "I know you think I'm nuts," she plowed on, "and maybe I am. Bike tire popped, coffee spilled on my shirt, and the grand finale." She paused, eyes gleaming like she was about to drop a horror twist. "I'm wearing mismatched socks. Look!" She yanked up her pant leg, flashing a kitten sock and a pizza one. James's lip twitched again, and he couldn't hold it. Another laugh slipped out. "You can laugh? A fun driver like you is rare." Emma gaped, grinning wide. The light turned green. He hit the gas, and the SUV glided smoothly down the rainy road. Emma sighed. "You're my superhero today." She had no clue she just cracked up the iciest big shot in town, a man who'd brushed off an important call just to hear her off-key singing and donut tales. James glanced at her, thinking, no one's ever bossed me around like this. So why's it kind of fun? Rain kept falling, but their day had started to brighten in a way neither expected. James's SUV slowed to a stop curbside near Apex Tower, parking with the precision of an F1 driver. Emma sighed in relief, patting her soaked hair. "Drop me at the side entrance, please, so no one sees me looking like I just swam the Mississippi." She laughed loudly, ready to hop out, when another SUV blared its horn beside them. "Carter! Wrong car!" a gruff driver in a baseball cap yelled, sounding like she'd stolen his fare. Emma whipped around to James, her face going pale as if she'd seen a ghost. "You're not my driver?" James smirked, a faint, mysterious smile tugging at his lips. "Happy delivering," he said, then floored it, leaving her stunned in the rain. "Thanks a million," she shouted after him, clutching her bag and bolting into the building, her mind a jumbled mess. Who the heck did I just boss around? In the car, James glanced at the red envelope that had fallen from her pouch. His phone buzzed with a text from his assistant. "Urgent meeting in 10. He ignored it, thinking, she's making me late, but why aren't I mad? Emma darted into Apex Tower, panting hard, her hair plastered to her face, hoodie dripping everywhere. The elevator nearly swallowed her, but a kind guy held it open, eyeing her like, "Did you just escape a horror movie?" On the 20th floor, she squeezed into the delivery crew, praying no one noticed her walking disaster vibe. "Emma, you're late," Sarah, her shift buddy, hissed, voice tight as a wire. "This VIP order's huge. The big boss is waiting." "I know, rain's insane, bike's busted. Today's an action flick," Emma replied, her heart pounding like it might leap out. A knock cut through the chatter. An admin woman strode in, face stern. "Meeting room now. Chairman's here to check." The air turned heavy as lead. Emma gulped, trudging after the group, smoothing her hair to look less like a drowned ghost. The meeting room door swung open, crisp footsteps echoed, and there he was, a sharp navy suit, towering frame, those deep blue eyes she'd seen in the car. Emma froze, her bag nearly hitting the floor with a thud. "This is James Harrison, chairman of Apex Industries," the admin chirped excitedly. James scanned the room, pausing on Emma with a sly grin. "Hope no one botched a delivery today, especially the one who told me to turn left at Joe's Donuts, said my car smells like a millionaire, and sang Sweet Caroline so off-key it was terrifying." The room burst into laughter like a market exploding. Emma wanted to sink through the floor. Sarah whispered, "You told the chairman about donuts and sang to him?" "I'm done for," Emma groaned, her face blazing red like a ripe tomato. "I'm eager to work with a dedicated team," James went on, eyes still locked on Emma, "especially someone who trusts random drivers so adorably." More chuckles erupted. Emma turned to stone, inwardly screaming, "Earth, save me," James thought. Her blushing's funnier than her singing. "Why's this so amusing?" He nodded her way. "Like Miss Carter here, showing rare creativity." Emma forced a smile, heart drumming like a rock concert, thinking, he's teasing me in front of everyone, but why don't I hate it? As the meeting ended, she tried to slip out, but James's glance followed, his lip curling, as if he'd found a new game. And Emma, despite her burning embarrassment, felt a strange little spark flicker inside her. After that fateful meeting, Emma Carter became an accidental star at Apex Tower. Co-workers gawked at her like, "This girl's a total goof and bold as heck," making the chairman laugh in front of everyone. She tried to play it cool, but inside she wanted to scream, "I'm just delivering, not doing stand-up." James Harrison, though, seemed to relish this new game. The next day, he summoned her to his office, voice calm. "Miss Carter, I need you to check this Saturday's VIP order. No donuts instead of coffee, got it?" Emma raised an eyebrow. "Payback for the car thing, sir?" James chuckled softly. "No, I just like seeing you panic." He handed her a list, their fingers brushing lightly, both flinching. Emma blushed, stammering, "Sir, you—" James coughed. "Do well." She bolted out, heart racing. A hand touch? Am I dreaming? From then on, James kept piling tasks on her. Warehouse checks, key deliveries, even report reviews. Emma got used to his navy-suited figure, though her nerves still jangled whenever he appeared. One day, she handed him a donut order meant for a VIP. He strolled into the warehouse, bag in hand. "Turning me into a customer now?" "Sorry, sir," she yelped, lunging to grab it back, only to trip and nearly fall. James caught her, laughing. "Relax, let's share." They sat on a crate, splitting the half-eaten donut. "You owe me coffee," he said, eyes twinkling. Emma blushed. "Sir, you serious?" "Dead serious," he replied, winking. His phone buzzed, assistant calling, but he silenced it, thinking, meetings can wait. She can't. Sarah, her shift mate, started teasing. "You're basically his assistant now. Something shady going on, huh?" Emma rolled her eyes. "Don't get ideas. He just loves trolling me." But that night she wondered, why don't I mind it though? James didn't let up. One morning he handed her donut-patterned socks. "For your kitten pizza duo." Emma's face went red, clutching them like treasure. "Sir, where'd you get these?" "Secret," he said, lips curving. "Not firing you. I need you to keep me laughing." She grinned. "Then I want a raise for clown duty." He laughed, his gaze warmer than ever. The fleeting hand brushes during paperwork swaps, the longer than usual glances, made Emma's heart skip beats. She started noticing how James smirked when teasing her, how he stood tall yet tilted his head to hear her ramble about nonsense. Once she spilled coffee on his desk, shouting, "Not on purpose." James just smiled. "You're a cute disaster." Emma flushed, a strange warmth blooming inside. "He called me cute." In his office, James eyed the donut socks on his desk, thinking, she makes me forget stress. No one's done that. Emma's fame grew at work. The girl who makes the chairman laugh. But she didn't realize she was also stirring his heart, bit by bit. Sarah teased, "If you don't like him, I'll eat my hat." Emma forced a laugh, but inside she mused, "Like him? No. Or maybe?" Rain pattered outside New Haven, yet between them, something warm sprouted, as sweet as that donut they'd shared. After those sweet days of sharing donuts and playful teasing, Emma Carter felt she'd found a strange but joyful rhythm with James Harrison. The peak came at the company gala that weekend. Her first time ditching the hoodie for a dress. Her first dance with him under twinkling lights. James, in his sharp navy suit, held her hand and whispered, "You've got me hooked." Emma blushed, her heart pounding wildly, thinking, is he for real? But then everything shifted. James vanished into an endless stream of meetings, his phone buzzing nonstop. Assistants, partners, shareholders. He stopped showing up at the warehouse. No more winks or teasing, no calls to his office. The only glimpse she caught was through the meeting room's glass door. Him frowning at papers, as cold as the day they'd met. Emma's heart sank. "He's tired of me," she muttered, slumped at her desk, staring at the donut socks he'd given her with a pang of sadness. "Guess I'm just a temporary clown. Off-key singing, wrong deliveries. Who'd stick around for that?" Sarah, latte in hand, noticed instantly. "What's wrong? You look like someone died." Emma sighed. "James isn't talking to me anymore. Probably over the goofy delivery girl bit." Sarah frowned. "But yesterday I saw him checking on you with his assistant. Like, is Carter handling the VIP order okay?" Emma shook her head. "Just work stuff, probably." To prove it, she pictured a funny scene. Maybe he's in a meeting right now, writing a memo. Item 1, fire the delivery girl who sings Sweet Caroline. "I'm toast," Sarah burst out laughing. "If you get canned, I'll open a donut shop in your memory." But Emma couldn't smile. She replayed memories. James's warm gaze, their hand brushes, his, "I need you to laugh every day," and wondered, when did I start liking him? The thought freaked her out. "No way, I can't keep daydreaming about the big boss," she told herself, grabbing paper to draft a resignation. "If he's done, I'll quit first." Sarah spotted it and yelled, "Are you nuts? Quitting over a misunderstanding? Go to the Apex Tower rooftop and talk to him." Emma argued, "What do I say? Sir, don't you like teasing me anymore?" Quitting's less awkward, but Sarah wouldn't budge. "If you don't go, I'll drag you up. He's not the type to ditch people." Emma sighed, clutching the donut socks. "Fine, I'll get answers. If he fires me, you're driving me home." Sarah winked. "With latte, I'd drive you forever." That rainy afternoon, Emma trudged to the rooftop, her heart heavy as stone. She imagined the worst. James in his pristine suit saying coldly, "Miss Carter, the fun's over. Go home." Or worse, him not showing up, leaving her alone with her crumpled resignation. "I'm such an idiot," she mumbled, pushing the door open, unaware that James had been watching her from his office window, thinking, she's upset, and I'm terrible at saying the right thing. Rain tapped outside New Haven, but on the rooftop, a surprise waited, something that would change everything between them. Emma Carter pushed open the Apex Tower rooftop door, her heart heavy as stone, clutching her crumpled resignation letter and the donut socks James had given her. Rain pattered outside New Haven, but as the door swung wide, she froze. Twinkling lights draped the rooftop, a small table set under the open sky with two steaming lattes and a familiar Joe's donut box. James Harrison stood there, his navy suit impeccable, a warm smile replacing the coldness she'd imagined. "Sir, what are you doing here?" Emma stammered, her mind spinning. "He's not actually firing me, right?" James stepped forward, hands in pockets, voice low. "I've been busy these past few days, Emma. Not because I'm tired of you. I was busy setting this up." Emma blinked, her resignation nearly slipping. "Setting up what?" "Don't tell me it's a goodbye party for me." James laughed heartily, pulling her toward the table. "No, I'm not great with timing words, but let me try." He took a deep breath, locking eyes with her. "Since the day you jumped in my car, yelling at me to hurry, ranting about $5 donuts and singing Sweet Caroline so off-key, my days stopped being dull. Work's overwhelming, meetings, partners, pressure, but you make me forget it all. You're a light I never expected." Emma stared, heart pounding. "Sir, you mean that?" James knelt, opening the donut box. No pastry, just a sparkling ring inside. "Will you marry me, Emma Carter?" he asked, eyes gleaming. "I promise to deliver your donuts for life, even if I sing worse than you." Emma burst out laughing, tears streaming. "Oh my God, are you kidding? I thought you were done with me." She threw her arms around him, shouting, "Yes, James, a million yeses. But you're singing Sweet Caroline at the wedding. No escaping." James grinned, slipping the ring on her finger, pulling her close. "Deal, though the guests might bolt." They stood there, wrapped in each other's arms amid the lights and rain, lattes cooling, but their hearts blazing. Emma wiped her tears, giggling. "I wrote a resignation because I thought you stopped liking to tease me. Almost missed the best proposal ever." James raised an eyebrow. "Resignation? Let me see." She handed him the wrinkled paper. He tore it up instantly. "No one quits before I've delivered all their donuts." Emma playfully punched his shoulder. "You'd better deliver, or I'll sue you for breach of promise." He laughed, thinking, she just stressed me out most this week and made me happiest in a lifetime. From afar, Sarah texted, "How'd it go?" "Don't say you quit." Emma snapped a ring pic, replying, "Not quitting, getting married. Get ready to be a bridesmaid." Sarah shot back, "Holy crap, I want wedding latte." Emma laughed, leaning into James's shoulder. "From one wrong ride, I got you." James squeezed her hand, thinking, I'm no good with words, but she's worth learning to love. Their gazes melted together, and under New Haven's rain, a sweet turning point began. Not just love, but a lifetime of donuts and laughter. 3 months after the rooftop proposal, Emma Carter and James Harrison held their wedding right at Apex Tower, not in a fancy meeting room, but on the very rooftop where they'd found each other. New Haven's sky that day was free of rain, graced with gentle sun and a cool spring breeze. Emma wore a simple white dress, understated yet shimmering like the lights from that night. James stood beside her in his familiar navy suit, sporting the donut socks she'd once given him, a detail that had Sarah, bridesmaid and best friend, doubled over laughing. He's actually wearing donut socks to his wedding. I'm done, Emma. The guest list was small, just a few dozen close friends and family, all buzzing with curiosity about the famous wrong car couple. After the vows, they cut the cake, a giant donut instead of a traditional tiered one. Emma grinned wide. Who needs layers when you've got donuts? James handed out free Joe's donuts to everyone, quipping, consider this my payment for that driver gig. The crowd roared with laughter, some shouting, $5 a pop for free? We're winning. But the highlight came when Emma dragged James to the center. Time to keep your promise. Sing Sweet Caroline. James winced, pleading, Can I trade it for lifetime donut deliveries? Emma shook her head. No escaping, husband. James cleared his throat and belted out. Sweet Caro, lean. His voice so off-key it sounded like a strangled rooster. Emma collapsed in laughter, clutching her stomach. Oh my God, you're twice as bad as me, Sarah hollered. I need a latte to survive this. Guests clapped wildly, some pretending to cover their ears, but everyone saw James blushing, powering through for her. He finished with an awkward bow, pulling Emma close. Done. Now you owe me a dance. They swayed amid the laughter, no music, just their heartbeats in sync. As the party wound down, Emma stood with James, watching guests leave with donut boxes in hand. She whispered, From one wrong ride, I got you. My whole world. James squeezed her hand, pressing a kiss to her forehead. I'm no good with words, but you're the best mistake I ever made. He thought, she's worth me singing off-key forever. Sarah nearby raised her latte. Congrats, donut duo. I'm still claiming that wedding latte, Emma laughed, leaning into James's shoulder. Thanks, my first and last driver. Under New Haven's spring sun, they stood together, a clumsy delivery girl and a once-cold chairman, now inseparable. From a mistaken SUV, they'd found each other, turning rainy days into a love story as sweet as a $5 donut, and it would stay that way forever. That's a wrap for Emma and James's donut love story. Sweet as a $5 donut, right? If you cracked up at James's Sweet Caroline performance or swooned over this romantic ending, smash that like button hard. Drop a comment with your thoughts. What was your favorite moment? Don't forget to share this video with your donut-loving friends and hit subscribe to Soul and Love Stories so you won't miss more adorable love tales. Leave a like, a share, and sub now. Don't keep me waiting like Emma waiting for James to deliver her donuts.